A series of KXAN investigations getting results at the Texas Medical Board. Today, the board approved a major rule change for patient safety, but will this fix a broken system?
Following months of reporting, KXAN investigator Matt Grant was finally able to sit down with the board's president to ask that question and more.
Certainly your reporting helped expedite that process.
The new rule, spurred by our investigation, requires doctors to self-report criminal convictions, out-of-state disciplinary actions, and medical malpractice claims within 30 days.
All right, rule passes.
Previously, it was every 2 years. The medical board also says it's now more proactively updating online profiles of physicians after we found some out-of-state discipline records kept secret.
We're always happy to do our best to improve our processes, and so I wanted to thank them for bringing to light an area where we can do better.
Now, for the first time,
our mission is to protect patients.
The president of the TMB is sitting down to answer our questions after we found doctors with medical licenses revoked in other states allowed to practice in Texas, along with physicians the board deemed to be a threat to the public.
Why allow doctors that you deem to be a threat to public welfare, including doctors credibly accused of sexual misconduct with patients, minors in some cases?
Yep.
Why allow them to keep practicing?
The struggle we have is when you talk about somebody who's been accused and somebody who's actually had a conviction against them.
Dr. Sharif Zafran says the challenge is balancing a doctor's right to due process with evidence available to the board when there's not a criminal conviction. That's led to disciplinary actions, like limiting which patients doctors can treat or whether they can prescribe controlled substances, still practicing, despite the board labeling them threats to public welfare.
I think the frustration from patients and the public is that it seems these doctors deemed to be a danger are allowed to keep treating patients, and the only way they're stopped is when they're in handcuffs.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be your responsibility to protect the public?
You know, if I was the one who would be able to do things without having to be restricted by statute, I absolutely would.
What would you say to people who feel that the Texas Medical Board isn't transparent and isn't doing its job?
We are as transparent as we can. Can we always do better? Absolutely.
In our interview, the board president was also critical of legislation proposed by State Senator Bob Hall, which would eliminate confidential complaints because physicians may be afraid to file a report due to fear of retaliation. He says he wants to work with lawmakers and is calling for all doctors, not just new licensees, to be fingerprinted, in addition to requesting additional funding for continuous monitoring of every doctor in Texas with the National Practitioner Database.
All right, Matt, thank you so much. And you can view Matt's entire wide-ranging interview with the board president online right now.
Plus, explore our complete coverage by clicking on Still Practicing under the Investigative tab at KXAN.com.